I'm going to show you guys how to use the Arteza 16 color face painting kit to enhance those kitty ears for Halloween with this really simple cat face. I'm starting with a craft sponge, and I've dipped the tip of the sponge in some water, and I'm just going to move it around in the paint to get it activated. And then I'm going to go ahead and test it on the back of my hand, make sure that I'm getting color out of the sponge, but that it's not too wet and not too dry. Once I am happy with the consistency, I'm going to go ahead and just start blotting it on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm making a smiley face like I do when I put blush on, because I want to give my face some color. Also going to dab it over my eyes. If you don't have a sponge, don't worry about it. Go grab a foundation brush or a beauty blender from your makeup kit. It'll work just the same. So after I've added some eyeshadow, I'm going to take the opposite edge of my sponge and do the muzzle. Little trick. Don't do the muzzle with the mouth closed. Have the child or you open your mouth so that when you sponge on that paint, you're just getting the top lip and you'll have less to clean up later. So you just want to sponge it right over the top lip like you're doing a mustache, but then round out the corners. You can use a brush to do this too. I just like doing it with a sponge. And now I'm just going to drag that color up my nose and a little bit in between my eyebrows. I want my nose to look contoured, more like a feline nose, and then I want a little bit of tufts of hair at the top, and I'm going to go over this with a brush later too to emphasize the hair at the top. Using the small round brush from the Arteza palette, I've dipped it in water and I'm really working it into the black paint to get it nice and activated. If you dip the brush in water and then you just dab it into the face paint, that is not going to activate the paint. You want to get a good amount of water on the brush and mix it until you get a nice inky consistency. That's when your paint is activated. A trick with the nose. Puppy noses are round and go up. Feline noses go down. So start with just a U shape and then curve it down around the nose and then fill it in. This will give you more of that elongated cat nose instead of a big round puppy nose. Then just draw a line right down over the cupid's bow and then end it in a little triangle. For the outside part of the muzzle, I like to start at the corner of my mouth and then just pull a line up and in towards my nose and then flick up on the end of my brush. For the lines of the muzzle, I like to just pull a couple of loose teardrops going in, and then you can outline the bottom lip if you'd like. I decided to outline mine so that I have kind of a more distinct muzzle. And then I'm going to go ahead and give myself some winged eyeliner with the black face paint as well. If you are doing this on a small child, you can skip this step. So now I'm going to take the larger brush from the Arteza palette and I'm just going to emphasize the hair that I started with the sponge. Make sure it looks just a little bit more like a tuft of hair. Give it some flicks and then just blend it down into my nose contour with my finger. And I'm going to add some leopard spots to give this cat just a little bit more interest. And these are really easy to do. Just start on the very, very tip of your brush, push down, and then end in an open circle. I like to make these a little bit larger on the outside of my face, and then as they go in towards my eyes and down to the center of my nose, get a little bit smaller. It's just more aesthetically pleasing that way. One of the things I love the most about this palette is it comes with brown and this pretty ochre color. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the spots with that brown, and then I'm going to use the ochre as a highlight, and it's just going to add a lot of depth and interest to the leopard spots. I'm also going to use it to highlight the nose of my cat. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some lipstick, and there's a darker pink and a purple, and I couldn't choose. So I'm going to go ahead and mix them and do an ombre bottom lip. Using the small round brush, I'm going to go ahead and add some whiskers. A trick to these is to curve them. They're going to look a little bit more realistic than if you do straight, perfect lines. And then just a couple pointed teardrops for teeth, and you've got a kitty cat. So go grab those cat ears, put on your favorite outfit. It is such an easy design. I am a cat at least one event every Halloween and have been for years. So this is a design that I do over and over and over again. Don't forget to check the description box below for a coupon code that will be valid through October. You can find this palette in the link below. If you do click the link, I do get a small commission from that, and I want to thank you guys for supporting me. You clicking on that link and buying this palette does help me be able to create more videos for you guys. So thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what your kids are going to be for Halloween. I would love to know. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.